So as we all know, Alex Pereira is moving up to the light heavyweight division and taking on Jan Błachowicz. This is a very interesting matchup because Alex Pereira, of course, this is something that we've been thinking about for a long time. He's finally making that move to light heavyweight because obviously he was killing himself to get down to middleweight. There were rumors that he was walking around at like 230 pounds, which is absolutely insane if accurate, which I do believe I've seen pictures of him weighing like 120 something. I don't remember. Regardless, we're going to talk about Alex Pereira in just a second. I do want to say before we get into the video, hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about Alex Pereira. So Alex Pereira did end up fighting somewhere around light heavyweight in his kickboxing days. I knew he's had a lot of experience there. Obviously, the weight cut was very, very difficult for him, getting down to 185. And he actually did mention that if he wanted to have another rematch with Adesanya, it'd be cool to have it 205, but he could make the 185 weight limit again. So that's interesting, first of all. So he's confident that he can make it. Of course, he has made it before. Why not make it again? But it's probably going to be harder as he ages and harder on him each time that he does it and harder on his body. But when looking at his matchup against Jan at 205, he's fighting Jan Błachowicz in one of the greatest light heavyweights that we've had in that division and one of the most dangerous, actually. Now, problem, first of all, is Alex Pereira just got chinned, and I'm actually not familiar if he was chinned before in any of his kickboxing days. I would imagine he has, and he's been visibly rocked in the Adesanya fight, so could his chin have gone? Jan Błachowicz is one of the guys in that division that you really don't want to fight, besides like maybe Magomed Ankalaev. Alex Pereira would want to take on somebody along the lines of like Johnny Walker, Anthony Smith, somebody with like just stand up. Even Jamal Hill would be a better matchup for him. Jan Błachowicz is probably one of the toughest fights. I don't know why I said probably. He is one of the toughest fights that Alex Pereira could take in the light heavyweight division, which I commend him for, to be honest, because obviously if he beats Jan, he'll be deserving of a title fight, to be honest with you. He'll have another quick road to a title. And I see people talking like back and forth, how cool would it be if Alex defeated Jamal Hill or Yuri Prochazka and then ended up light heavyweight champion. Izzy moves up again, they have their rematch. That would be so sick, but that's not what we're talking about today. How's he going to do at light heavyweight? First off, like I said, I worry about his chin. I know I got a little bit off topic there, but I do worry about it. I don't know if it's going to be okay. And Jan is one of those guys, you know, Polish power. He hits so unbelievably hard. He's such a good counter striker, and I feel like he's a more dangerous striker than Adesanya. Maybe it's just because of Alex Pereira's size and strength in the middleweight division, and he was just visibly bigger than Adesanya. But if Adesanya was rocking him, Jan Błachowicz will have no problem rocking him. He'll need to be super, super careful. He can't just rush in with his hands down and throwing flying knees. He can't do that. He needs to have his defense ready to go. And another thing is, Jan Błachowicz is absolutely fantastic. I would argue that he is one of the greatest fighters in the UFC at checking leg kicks. Alex Pereira's main weapon is his leg kick. How's that going to go? And Jan Błachowicz, you've seen what the guy's legs after Jan Błachowicz checks the kicks. He's so good at it. And I don't even want to talk about the stand-up. Jan Błachowicz, look what he did to Israel Adesanya. Took him down and beat him up. He has a ground game. It is significantly better than Israel Adesanya's. And if Adesanya is taking Alex Pereira down, Jan Błachowicz is going to do it no problem. I would be all over Jan Błachowicz, and I would say he's my lock of the card if, like, when the time comes, if it wasn't for Jan's age and him potentially slowing down. It's a horrible matchup. All Alex has to hope for is Jan runs out of gas a little bit, and his age starts, like, really, really showing that fight, which he's still been looking good. So I don't even know if that's something we can take into consideration. But Alex moving up is very, very interesting. I will have to see them actually face off before I make a huge judgment call on the fight, because one of the reasons he was so scary was his size advantage. He was he was a weight bully in the middleweight division. He was significantly bigger and stronger and scarier than these guys. I feel like he won't necessarily have that advantage. Jan will be like the same size of him, maybe even bigger. I don't know. I'd have to see him stand up against each other. It's a very, very interesting idea, and I worry for him at light heavyweight because I do like Alex Pereira. I'm a fan of his. But I'm a bigger fan of Jan Błachowicz, so maybe we'll hope for the Polish power to get another KO. But it'll hurt my heart at the same time. This is where I'll leave it up to you guys, though. What do you think that Alex Pereira is going to look like at 205? I'm very, very interested. I don't think he'll find the same success that he did at middleweight, but he could. He could. He has a huge, huge background in kickboxing. He's fantastic at what he does, and he's ever improving. And Glover Teixeira is training him full-time now. So hopefully he does well. I can't wait to see it, and this is going to be a really good fight. Let me know what you think about Alex Pereira and his move to 205. Not specifically his fight about Jan Błachowicz. Tell me how he's going to look in the new weight division. And if you wanted to break down Jan Błachowicz, you're more than welcome to. I would love to talk about it down there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you want to continue watching the channel, 2 videos will be on screen right now for you to check out. They're pretty great. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.